everyone will recognize, Marvin Harrison Jr. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Ravens.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Glad you could join us, everyone. Alongside Brock Hewitt up in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And this contest isn't quite the level matchup that typical good games are born from, partner. One side clearly favored over the other.
Yeah, well, you know where this comes from? A trap game. That's where this comes from. Yeah. In any sport, from the NFL to basketball to soccer, playing at home, we know this could be the great equalizer that gives the steepest underdogs a fighting chance, and you can feel it in the building today.
I was going to say, you can already hear this home crowd rallying in support of that upset. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. They're brought out by former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
They're going to throw. First play with Mayfield. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Christian Harris on the stop. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Here's Baker. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Colts ready for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He'll start from the 39. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
He takes it himself. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. New set of downs for him from the 46. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And after the play, one of the Colts is still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Oh.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. another carry for him. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Justin Tucker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Baker now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He's going deep. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Second and 10 now. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
One of the tight ends motioning left. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Jackson getting his guys in the hurry up. Play action on 1st down. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 13-0 lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens double their lead to 14. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun, here's Bailey. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did. So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Ravens ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They'll run here on 1st down. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He push it forward for a yard, and that brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Escapes the pocket. That's caught for the 1st. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Ravens hoping to grow their lead before halftime. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now here's Lamar. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away. Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3-and-out.
The Ravens back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw. How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Jackson now on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Colts will take over. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Pressure coming. Baker. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Looking right, and he finds him. And they take him down right along the 30. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we've reached the halftime break. It's the Ravens leading so far on the road. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. Visitors and Marvin Harrison Jr. set for this next possession. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now you can see he's 2nd in the league in touchdown receptions. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Pass is hauled in by the running back. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Looking to throw, Jackson. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens grow the lead coming out of halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Indianapolis offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Pittman's got it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Justin Matabike making that stop. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard
From the 42. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Mayfield on 1st and 10. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Man in motion here. Throwing again is Baker. Short pass brought in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Mayfield to throw again. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. Returns looking good so far. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this 2nd half. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now a give running right. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, here's Lamar. He gets a lot behind one. Deep down fit. They connect on the deep shot. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Holmes now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Colts ready to take the field. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 20-yard line.
Now a give on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Mayfield with a blitz coming. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And he takes this one back for the pick six. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubts. And to that end, big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Kate, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. They've got first down from the 31. After the pick, here's Mayfield again. He's got it over the middle. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Gotta figure out this third down here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. First down, here's Baker. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 42-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Third down, 1 yard to go. Baker now from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line, and then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
And it's a minimal gain here. Only gets him to about the 14. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. Looking slant route, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Jackson's going to go on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this...
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity of looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to finish with points.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. 1st and 10, here's Jackson. Flush down out to his left. Chark there to haul it in. And he's out of bounds just before reaching the 30. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Hand off to the back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Ravens, minutes away from an 11-0 record. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Gets this one to Harrison. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. Trying the right side. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Humble 5-6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the well again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They give it to him again. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Jackson now on third. He sends this one to the end zone. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe two more snaps.
This is an excellent job, Kate, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's recovered by the offense, but Brock gets fourth down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Indy.
Paid for this? Man, that was terrible, awful, seriously, man. Me and the homies can trade your outfits. Who's that?